fully train someone. You train this person and forward this person to Bro Plus for more training.
How long have you been a barista, Sam?
I've now been a barista for 4.5 years.
Because training 1.5 months, if I remember what you talked about in the first segment of the show, and now they're talking about training other students. How do you do all this as one person?
Actually, in my life, I've been longing so much to hold. I want to hold. I remember one day I was training a steward at a sleek place. It's a restaurant and a bar. And one of the workmates came and said, Sam, aren't you afraid that you're training this guy? They're giving him less money than the one you're earning. Aren't you afraid that you'll be fired and this guy will be replaced? I was like, I don't fear to be fired. Actually, I've never been fired. This is what I've been doing since I started, and I have to keep on doing it. There are people out there, they are suffering, and coffee is here. If you get to know coffee, you're good to go. Be it abroad, coffee is a very high demand. When you get to know coffee, employment opportunities are higher compared to other short courses.
Talking about coffee being here, today on the show, we said we're going to be dissecting the topic of how these coffee houses and baristas are going to cope up with full opening of the economy. And that's something you need to share with us on our social media platforms. That's at HTV1 Uganda, on Twitter, and on Facebook, that's at House of Talent Uganda. We're streaming live on Facebook, so go deep down there and put your comment and tell us how, if you're a barista, how are you going to cope up with extended hours of work? And if you're CEO or coffee house owner, tell us, like, how are you prepared with these hours of work? Sam,
yes, please.
Baristas who are working in these coffee shops have been down like for 2 years. Some have been laid off, some have been working for some limited time. How are these baristas going to cope up with the added time that is going to come with the full opening of the economy?
To the other hand, it is going to be hard, most especially for the baristas in these small cafes, because these people, trust me, I've been in some of these cafes. They are not willing to give out shifts, and they overwork junior baristas to an extent of, making them lose this morale, this coffee morale. Because some time back I had a friend, he was employed he was actually my neighbor. He was at Zarif, I was at the coffee cafe. And this guy could work from morning to midnight, or to midnight or to 2, and you have to come back in the morning and prepare the mission plus and all that. So the guy actually, after leaving the place, he was like, I'll never work again in Uganda.
The experience made him hate working in Uganda.
That experience made him hate Ugandans, That is what most cafes, most especially these small cafes are doing. And they are making these young gentlemen hate our industry. Someone can't work from morning to closure, yet you're expecting him to come very early in the morning the other day. And you'll find out that experience. I worked for like 6 months. Then this time round, I did not even write a resignation letter.
Just
left. Then they called, you come back and we talk, we sort it out, we get you a helper. You were good. Me, I'm a very patient guy with bosses. But when it's 2 places, 3 different restaurants, I won't mention them.
You've set up different places, different restaurants, different coffee shops. If you would be in the shoes of these CEOs, these coffee house owners, how would you prepare for such an opening of the economy? Like, how would you prepare for this opening of the economy? Like, you've been working from 7 maybe to around 5 or 6, but now you're going to work from 7 up to around maybe midnight or 10 p.m.
I'll have to look for, most especially these people in production, the people in the barista section and the kitchen. I'll look forward to giving them shifts, because these guys do work, and they are not like people in service who always work and get some tips. They don't get tips. So I would employ more people to come and help out to ease work, because since the government is opening, we are going to expect more customers. Back then, clients used to worry because of the curfew. You go, you sit, then someone comes in, say we are closing because of the curfew. But this time round, people will come and sit comfortably, and we are expecting big numbers of clients, not like those days where people used to fear the old people could not move out because, you know, old guys were dying more than the young people because of the virus. So we didn't see much of these old aged people in our restaurants. They were in that fear. Instead, we could deliver to them. They could give a call, you deliver, you give us curry, delivers. So this time round, we are expecting big numbers of people, but to prepare for them, we need to work on the production side in order to provide and not to overwork people.
Okay, don't leave this conversation for us, guys. We're having a conversation about the full opening of the economy and the fact that in the coffee industry, various people are opening up like to more working hours. So get to our Twitter platform, our Twitter handle, tweet us and let us know, how would you deal with the full opening of the economy in whatever business you're in? Are you in a restaurant? Are you in a shop? You would be watching the show because it's nice for you, but you don't work in a coffee business. Maybe you have something like a wholesale business selling merchandise. How are you prepared to work for these long hours, and how have you prepared for your workers? Let's talk about an issue of human resource. You talked about employers employing more employees, right?
Yes.
But this guy will come out and tell you, hey, look, yes, I want to employ different people, but clients have been stopping to come in to pay more employees that you want me to employ. How do you advise such a person?
Okay, most of the people that have come up with most of the cafes around town, they always, when you reach these bosses, they're like, we want to be like Cafe Javas. We want to do as Javas does.
I shall get someone.
We shall get someone to help you out. It became a song. You get. So the advice I'll give the CEOs about what is going, the country is opening, get some junior baristas. They are not so expensive since they have just joined the industry. Give them good money, not very good, but good money. Give them some allowances. Trust me, these people will work. As long as it's not working for long hours, this guy will work.
Okay, this guy will work, but also the point of quality. You know, pages of coffee every week. But now, due to the fact that we're opening up, I'm going to bring in maybe like 20 kgs of coffee. So, but I want to maintain this quality of coffee and also bring in much coffee in my coffee shop. How am I going to do that?
You want to maintain the quality of the coffee?
Yes.
You know, maintaining quality starts with people you employ. If these people are well equipped with coffee knowledge, don't worry much about quality.
Really? Because I might be well with the coffee knowledge, but my friend, the coffee you're bringing to me as a barista, it's terrible. How am I going to...
Of course, as a barista, you have to tell. You should be in position to tell whether the coffee you're being provided is good or bad. You get. The boss should not be the one to tell. You know, this is your section. You're heading this section, so you should be in position to know which coffee is good and which coffee is bad. You know, this takes us back to where people teach baristas from. People are becoming a real barista. You get. Me myself, I was affected sometimes. When I left barista house, I didn't know about, how to calibrate a grinder. I came to know a grinder when I'm in the field. I knew how to steam the other side and all that, but I didn't know more about the grinder. So I got to know the grinder in the field. So at times you leave a school, knowing that you're good to go, reaching there, someone brings in coffee, and you just grind and serve. You can't tell that this is good coffee or bad coffee. Then why are you heading a department? Okay.
Why are you heading a department? because I'm paying you to head a department.
The boss trusts somebody to head a department, knowing that this person is having the knowledge, enough knowledge and skill to push the department forward. But now when you serve bad coffee, then...
Do you really think that CEOs or owners of different companies, especially in the coffee industry, should adopt this method of like taking back their workers in whatever department they're in, because they're serving coffee, more than service, whether the cleaner, because this cleaner is
not much money. You get? Take him to your restaurant, let him train these people.
Okay, if you're a CEO and you're glued on this show, which is the Coffee Break Show on House of Talent TV, let us know, how do you keep your employees up to date in everything they do? Like, the point you employ them is the same standard they're doing to the level that they are on in doing that specific time. Well, let us know how you do it. This is the Coffee Break Show, and my name is Amon Mukisa. We're going to go into a short commercial break, and up next is our brewing session that we shall be having with my colleague right here. Don't you go away. Would you say that also like the pay in Uganda in terms of salary is affecting the ladies' involvement in the coffee industry? You know, men as like, if you're not getting enough on the job, at least people in Uganda call it kuiriba. You know, they will do that. But ladies, when ladies will be in a specific job full time, and what they get is what they get. Do you think that's also affecting like ladies getting involved in the coffee industry?
About payments in Uganda, I'm not so sure, but it could be. It could be. So maybe they should do something about it.
Who should do something about it?
UCDA.
UCDA.
They should put standards on baristas. Yeah. What I know that here in Uganda, baristas are being cheated. Honestly, are being cheated. So. Madam, she's called Madam.
Say her name.
Madam. I've even forgotten. But
she's which Madam are you trying to? In UCDA?
The lady in UCDA.
You're talking about Claire?
Claire, Madam Claire should do something. They should sit down. They should put standards on baristas. One day, I have a friend. He's working in Mbale. He told me they pay him only 300.
300.
But he's a barista.
For money.
Yeah, it's not enough even to pay for the rent. So maybe they should do something.
This message is coming, please. This message is coming direct from Saddam to Madame Claire on UCDA. To UCDA.
Yeah, to the board.
To the board.
To the board. UCDA, please do something. Do something. Yeah, our baristas are being cheated. That's why most of the baristas are running outside.
Yeah.
They here in Dubai they are paying at least good salary. I should go to Dubai.
Okay.
But if they pay us well, I think we should bring all this energy to our industry and we make it on the map.
You have to know each equipment. You have to know the brew ratio. Actually, the brew ratio is
very important.
The most important. Yeah. Brew ratio now most people may not understand. It is the ratio of water. The coffee powder to water, and the yield. Water in this article will bring us into the yield. If I put 10 grams of coffee into my portafilter, how much of it